G'day folks, it's Rob here. I know this is a bit of a strange setting for a clip on moringa trees, but it's raining outside and I thought I'd show you folks that we're pretty much all moved out underneath the house, ready to move into the rental while this place gets renovated. So yeah, I will be doing clips for you folks who are wanting aquaponics and other clips. I will be doing them hopefully every second week at least while we're renovating the house, and I might do little mini updates like this for you long-term followers who would like to see what's going on with the renovations, as well as little mini updates similar to this one. Yeah, so this clip was actually shot, or the bulk of it was shot, for folks who are members of our community page, and also to the paid folks over on Patreon as well. So because I don't have a clip of such to put out this week because I've been busy packing and moving, I thought I'd release it to all you folks over on YouTube. So just to get into the nitty-gritty of it, it's a clip looking at digging out the moringa tree, because the builders will need access for their earth moving equipment around that side of the house, so I had to dig it out. And yeah, it's unfortunately one of those things I don't have a lot of video or photos of, because it wasn't a plant we utilized a lot in our diet. I do have a very grainy look at planting it out. I don't think I ever released that in a clip. It was a bit of B-roll. And I also have a very shaky look for the folks over on Patreon as well, at how tall the plant was. And yeah, at the end I will pop a little section of close-up footage of some bees and butterflies on there feeding on the flowers. So that's pretty much all it. I thought I should just shoot this though, just to put it in context, and just to let you know that yeah, I will be doing little update clips like this one showing you what's going on with the renovations. So all we've got left under here is my nan's old antique table that we'll be using in the rental house. Anyway, I better go. I hope you enjoy the clip. Cheers all. How's it going folks? Thought I'd give you a bit of a look at what Lizzie and I got up to yesterday. Well, I did most of the work, she just told me what to do. We dug out the moringa tree that was sitting in that wicking bed there. The reason being is the builders need access down that side of the property, because the concrete slab's probably coming out to here after they do a little drain and walkway and everything. So I need to shovel all that wood chip over there in a pile and move the veggie pod somehow over in that back corner, so it's out of the way. So that's yet to be done, but I did dig out the tree, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a look at the root system. I'll just give you a bit of a look over here too on the way. That's all I've got to move out from under the house now, except for my nan's table and a couple of old chairs inside I'm going to leave for the builders for their lunch breaks, and a barrel and bags for mum's aquaponics build. What have you found there, Lizzie? Yeah, so we're pretty much all sorted. I've just got to pull the pantry shelvings to pieces now, move that over to the little storage shed we got. There's some of the bits we'll be tossing over there. But anyway, the root system of this moringa is looking pretty gnarly. Now that bed had a load of root knot nematodes in it before. I actually hosed all the soil out, by the way. It didn't look like this. I wanted to give you guys a bit of a decent look. Yes, Lizzie, I know there's a ball there, and I'm fairly sure that all these little bumps here have got something to do with root knot nematode. After looking online, all the moringa roots that I could see looked fairly smooth and not gnarly like this. So what I've decided to do is chop her off round about there, and this section here can go to the dump, because I don't want this composting and breaking down underneath the mango tree like most of the rest of the tree will be. So that's what's going on with that root section there. Over here, the soil itself I'm not too concerned about, mainly because we won't be growing in the soil here. Also to a lot of this soil here, John will probably spread out just to level out this back area before the concrete slab goes down. So that's pretty much all what I got up to yesterday. Oh, and that's not all the moringa. I'll show you some of the other bits of the tree. So what I decided to do was put out 4 branches. Those two over the back there are roughly the same diameter, and these two out the front here are a little bit different, a little bit smaller, and that's probably the smallest at probably as fat as my little finger, maybe a little bit skinnier. So just see how they go. And from what I've seen, you can just leave the branches on and that should be fine. I think this one here could probably do with a little bit of a trim back, maybe just leave 2 branches on it, but yeah, we'll see how they go. But yeah, we're going to try and strike some of our own moringas. There won't be any issues with the root knot nematode, so I'm not too worried about that. I read an article that suggested you can actually grow them from the root sections as well, but yeah, having the root knot nematodes in them, I think the branches is the best way to go. Oh, I also found a seed pod as well, but I haven't investigated that to see if the seeds are viable. The other two I've lost. Just to show you these other barrels, we've got some of the land cress down there. That's the stuff, Lee, if you watch this, that I did sow out, and yeah, it did take, not a problem. So I think there's 4 plants down in there. And we have a red amaranth here that I'm just going to leave and let go to flower. I don't know if you'll be able to see that flower up there, a little bit too bright looking at the sky there. And we have some Chinese red amaranth there, and this is the papaya from the back stairs. It's taking off nicely with the new branches. And we have the carrots down here. None of the black ones sprouted. Oh, actually, I lie, one did sprout down the front here but died off. So we've just got these guys here that are pretty much well ready for harvest if we get it in frame. These guys here will pretty much well be ready for harvest now. We've taken a few small ones out, but none of the large ones. Yeah, so I'll give you a look at that moringa seed. So this is the moringa seed pod, and it's a bit hard to do with just one hand. So I just got the camera balancing there, hopefully it won't fall over. So a lot of these seeds, like that one there, has been chewed on. This one here, you can see little tracks where bugs have been all around it. So I'm not too sure if these guys are going to be viable. You can see, probably see all the powdery bits and pieces in there and the holes made by the bugs. This will give you some idea. There's holes made by little critters all through there. This seed actually looks like there's a hole down there. Don't know if you can make it out, just right at the tip of where my thumbnail. So yeah, I don't think these guys are going to be viable. That's one reason why I thought I'd take the cuttings. But I will dry them out just to see how they go. Maybe dry these guys out. So we'll see if they strike. Actually, let's give this one a bit of a squeeze. So I just sacrificed one of the seeds, and it looks to be intact inside the shell. So I might try and save these guys, and dry them out and try and shoot them. I won't be doing them anytime soon. I'll do them down the track. I'll give them, make sure there's no little bugs in there, clean off all this papery bit, and hunt down any critters that may be in there. I haven't seen any just going through here today, so there you go. So that is a bit of an update. Sorry about that. That's a bit of an update on what I got up to yesterday, and a Lizzie there who really wants me to throw a ball. She's in a little bit of trouble. While I was showing you the moringa root, I threw the ball, and yeah, she caught it while it was still in my hand and bit my thumb. So I told her I wasn't going to play, so she's a little bit annoyed with me. But anyway, yeah, I better get to packing up this trailer. We've got some non-asbestos fibrous cement over there I've got to take to the dump, a few other bits and pieces, so I better get to it before it starts raining. I do hope you're all well and happy. Where's my thumb? Do hope you're all well and happy, and I will catch you later. Cheers, folks.